clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Now on 2nd and 16. Murray. He's got him in, complete. A huge play there for Arizona, and even 50 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mecole Hardman, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. In motion goes the tight end. They'll run with their jack-of-all trades. It's Deebo Samuel. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, L.A. Evan Ingram, 50 yards. And the Rams are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He completes it to Olave. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. Wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Okay, ready?
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray from midfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 40. Murray now. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing again, Murray. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Throwing now is Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Murray now to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Here's Pollard again. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyle Pitts, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are back within a score. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And this returnable for Hill. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. Murray now on first down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on third down. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down, here's Debo. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Complete, Jefferson to target. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the 36, Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Wilson. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So the false start will back them up 5. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll give it to Samuel. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's going to be Samuel with a run. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Patterson's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Murray. Catch is made by Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. Now a give here to Pollard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And that is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open.
Pollard is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On 1st and 10, it's Samuel. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
On second and goal, Wilson. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Here's Wilson. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Justin Jefferson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
It's the gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they...
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Wilson to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wilson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Complete. Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. To throw is Murray. Pollard here once again. Back-to-back catches. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Murray. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Slot man moves right. Murray to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Well, this game has now been short on intrigue. That's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Throwing now is Wilson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the fifth.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Cardinals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ballgame is now officially over. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right?